Hello and welcome to episode 43 of 5 Minutes with Alex, a real estate podcast for the week of August 8th, 2023. In market news, the rate tug of war continues. We really haven't seen rates float away and hit 8%, but we haven't been able to make any meaningful moves below the sixes. And there's a literal policy tug of war going on at the Fed in terms of how to move forward with the economy. Members are coming out in interviews with a really hawkish tone, some saying, well, we want multiple more rate hikes. So we haven't even begun to start with the rate hikes, while others are encouraged by the process we made. And they want to wait and see before doing any further rate hikes or pause them. So one thing to keep an eye on beyond that, Michael Barr at the Federal Reserve came out last month calling for banks to hold more reserves. And where this impacts our industry is that if a bank is forced to hold more money in reserves, that means that they need to hold back money that they would normally be giving out in the form of loans, which means credit tightening. For the average residential home loan consumer, I don't think this is going to have a huge impact, but where you will see this are in specialized forms of lending in, say, the commercial space, adjustable rate mortgages, investment loans, portfolio type products that could be impacted and maybe drying up. In the mortgage corner, I wanted to give some good practical advice on what to do and how to fight a bad appraisal. Look, we've all seen this, but how do you effectively ask for a reconsideration of value? And I think before we start, I want to note something that people might not know about Fitzgerald Financial is that we approve all appraisers on a list that we manage. We don't use an appraisal management company at all, which means the appraiser gets 100% of the appraisal fee. There's no cut to the appraisal management company. So we get fast, responsive, and I think importantly, happy appraisers who know the area and want to do a great job. But back to the reconsideration of value, the main thing to keep in mind is that we have to come to the appraiser with verifiable facts that can be included in the report. I think it's a really good idea to meet the appraiser at the property. Ounce of prevention goes a long way. Most appraisers will have an idea of where it's going to appraise or if there's going to be a problem, but by having a level conversation up front, I think that goes a long way. Whether they use the comps you provide or not, or if you provide them or not, doesn't matter. Secondly, once you do have the report back, okay, let's take a look at the adjustments that the appraiser made and noted in their report. Are they accurate? Are they reasonable? Are those adjustments used consistently across all of the comps that they provided? Then you want to take a look at all the comps. I like to put them in a spreadsheet, but whatever system you use, you want to be able, in a good, concise way, compare each of these, noting their distance from the property, the style, bedrooms, bathrooms, square footage, and really go out and try to find comps that are better in those aspects than the ones that were used. So ideally, obviously, you want the same style, bedroom, bathroom, square footage. So while you might have something that's sold for more, keep an eye on how that's going to adjust downward. You can't just give something that is clearly has more square footage or clearly has more bedrooms and bathrooms and expect that that's going to dollar for dollar adjust better for you. Finally, this is not a time for a spaghetti on the wall approach. We want 2 or 3 comps where we can show that after adjustments, that's key, these comps are going to bring the home value up. If you give an appraiser 8 comps and call them an idiot, they're just not going to look at it. We don't want to offend the appraiser. We want to come at them with 2 really great comps with sound reasoning on why they should be considered and how they would adjust. So in that case, you're going to have a much better chance of fighting that appraised value. Finally, our quote of the week, be so good that they can't ignore you. That's from Steve Martin. Have a great week, and if I can help you or any of your clients with any questions or pre-approvals, let me know. They can visit me at homeloanswithalex.com. Have a great week.